Hi everyone, my name is Lisa DeNight. I'm an instructor with the Bryn Mawr Film Institute, and I've got a film recommendation for you. It's the 1955 classic The Night of the Hunter, one of the strangest and most memorable films to come out of classic Hollywood. It stars a sublimely sadistic Robert Mitchum, who plays a serial killer posing as a traveling preacher named Harry Powell, who has tattooed on one knuckle, H-A-T-E, the other, L-O-V-E, a manifestation of the many dualities this film explores. Powell is out to find a stash of money a fellow jail inmate hid and will stop at nothing to infiltrate the family he believes is sitting on it, a widow and her two children, the two kids being the only ones who know where the money's hid. Where to start with this one? It's part film noir tinged thriller, part fairy tale, part silent film homage, part religious allegory, but altogether a truly singular and unique film. And I mean unique literally, because this was the first and last film directed by famed British actor Charles Laughton. After making a name for himself on stage and then on screen in such films as the 1935 version of Mutiny on the Bounty and Hobson's Choice, Laughton decided to try his hand at directing an adaptation of a novel called The Night of the Hunter, written by Davis Grubb, which Laughton fell absolutely in love with. In preparation, Laughton submerged himself in silent film to get the feel and the tone he wanted for Night of the Hunter. And you can definitely see this influence in the filmmaking, with its amazing iris shots and white transitions, as well as highly expressionistic black and white cinematography, courtesy of the great cinematographer Stanley Cortez, who once said the only two directors he worked with that understood light were Orson Welles and Charles Laughton. The biggest hat tip to the silent film era is the casting of Lillian Gish, the legendary silent film actress who's most associated with D.W. Griffith's works like Birth of a Nation, Intolerance, and Broken Blossoms. Gish plays Rachel Cooper in the film, a woman with a compassionate heart and an ironclad determination to protect the downtrodden and the weak from evil. Rounding out the excellent cast is Shelley Winters, who plays the poor widow who's in Harry Powell's crosshairs, James Gleason as an avuncular townie, and the two children, Pearl and John, played by Sally Jane Bruce and Billy Chapin. The film is really from the perspective of young John. It's a film that plays out in the bold, heightened sensibility of a child's perspective. But of course, Robert Mitchum absolutely is the scene stealer here. Laughton originally wanted Gary Cooper to play the preacher role, but Cooper was a little too spooked by the weirdness of the character to take it. And it's all for the best, because this is one of Mitchum's career-defining roles. Unfortunately, this film was a commercial and critical flop when it came out in 1955, which crushed Laughton and ensured he would never direct another film. Although Laughton didn't live to see The Night of the Hunter rediscovered by critics and audiences, its brilliance is certainly recognized today. In fact, in 2008, the influential film publication Cahiers du Cinéma named it the second best film ever made after Citizen Kane. I'll refrain from saying any more about the film and invite you all to discover its incredible magic yourselves, and then come share your thoughts in our film discussion for it. Talk soon.